We have in-house Anthony, Pete, me, Rhino, joined by Chris, Whitney, and Kenny.
Hello.
How you guys doing?
Living the dream.
Living the dream, absolutely. All right, well, we're going to start this off. We have a few topics to go over, and of course, anything you guys want to talk about as well. One of the first ones, we had a kind of a big release this week with the Xbox One S, the slim version. You know, I don't know what your guys' opinions are on that, but
Not buying.
Well, let's just clear the air about this right now. We're on PlayStation talking about Xbox right now. I just want to say that right. I just want to say that right
he's
now.
got a good point there.
I love to talk about everything. You know, come on.
If I didn't have an Xbox One already, I would probably purchase this one, but I don't have a 4K TV anyway, so it doesn't really make a difference to me. I think the Scorpio is going to be better, personally.
Yeah, I think unless you're looking for 4K movies, it's really not really worth it, in my opinion.
Yeah,
That's what I was thinking.
And the 2 terabyte model doesn't really matter because you can get an external hard drive, unlike some systems that we're currently running right now.
It's true. It'd be cheaper to buy an added hard drive to the 500 gigabyte model that's out right now than to wait for the 2 terabyte version to come out.
So is that all the reason? That's that it? That
Yeah,
you can play
4K movies and a bigger internal hard drive. Actually, I think you can swap any internal hard drive, can't you?
Yes.
So
Yeah,
it doesn't do anything else besides playing 4K movies and has 2 terabytes.
Well, it's Xbox One.
Well, I'm just saying though, it's not. That's the only difference is from the Xbox One.
It's
That's what he's asking.
It doesn't have a power deck.
So what the hell are you talking about this?
It's smaller.
A
It's
4K
smaller.
Blu-ray player.
So
It
who
is
cares? It's
everything.
small. What the hell? So it doesn't do that. So what?
But you also forgot, for the low price of $400, you'll actually upscale your video games very slightly.
Well, actually,
Very slightly. Me
Yeah,
and
very
Jim
slightly,
Master
because it doesn't
Peter
even do
graphics.
4K.
Oh my gosh.
So what's the big deal?
well, the big deal is that's just their system for people that haven't bought an Xbox One yet, I think.
Well, I'm not gonna buy an Xbox One, so you're not really selling me anything.
Well, I think the Scorpio is going to be their big system when it comes out. That's
What's the
going to
Scorpio
be
do?
The Scorpio is a much more powerful system.
It's just
How's it more
it's pretty much
powerful?
for 4K gaming and 4K video and all that stuff. That's pretty much what it's for. If you don't have a
Okay.
4K TV, there's no point if you get them yet.
But I mean, you have to have 4K TV
You
and
have to have a
everything.
4K TV.
So you have to be rich,
Not ever say rich, but
or
You
have no
either rich or
responsibility.
get
Don't
a
just
really
care
good
about your
deal
paying
at
the
Black Friday
bills,
sale.
Yeah.
right?
There you go.
Yeah.
Black Friday, they'll be cheaper.
yeah, Black Friday. That's always the deal. You know, that's when you find your 4K TV.
Actually, guys, like, normally for better sales, you want to go after Black Friday, like around Christmas time. That's like, all my friends
Yeah.
that worked at Best Buy and all that, they tell me straight up, they're like, no, you want to go like after Christmas.
That or Super Bowl week, right?
Yeah, I think so.
That's Super Bowl weekend. You get a good deal on the TV.
I'd rather get up and stay in line at 12 o'clock the night before just so I can get my $5 64 USB stick.
That was a good deal.
It's only $5, man. Of
Of
course.
course, the same. $5. But yeah, so I guess the Xbox One S is not as big as what. I mean, there are some cool features, honestly. The controllers are much nicer because they have like texture on the back, so it has a better grip to it. We're just shooting here for something, you know.
Hey, did you guys talk about the
I can really
the
grip
anniversary
that
update?
controller, you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Do you
buy one of
really
those
need
little-
like a
The system
grip
update.
on the back of your
Oh yeah, we
controller?
talked about that, but yeah, we can talk about it. Yeah, sure.
Okay. Because like that to me, like that's cooler than the actual system that came out.
What system?
The Xbox One system update, where they actually categorize all your games by letter, and
Yeah, and you can do
Yeah, that's a lot better.
in-game streaming.
it's a lot.
Like background music. That's really cool.
That's kind of cool. That sounds cool. Not bad.
I love how
forgot what
it
else I
does everything but improve your gaming.
Pretty much. It doesn't really do anything for games. Just makes it a little bit easier to find your games, though, which is kind of nice.
That's
you know?
not
Yeah,
bad.
especially when you have like 230 games, like some people.
Who else that many?
This guy.
Yeah, that many Xbox games?
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Oh my
Don't worry about it.
God.
Don't worry about it.
What in the world? How
It
many
happens
PlayStation
because of that when Jeff
games?
had game share.
Jesus Christ.
What are you talking about?
I don't game share. What are you talking about?
Do you do anything else besides play games?
No.
Okay, just asking. Yeah, we still have no.
All right, so moving on.
We still have no viewers, man.
Yeah, no comment.
He's building it.
So moving on.
One quick thing is, you know, it seems to be right now. It's like you're buying a video game system to do everything but play video games.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, there hasn't been a whole lot of games that come out lately that have been really like killer. I mean, there hasn't been anything that's like groundbreaking or I don't know anything that's like revolutionized the industry.
Uncharted was amazing.
Oh, Uncharted was amazing, absolutely. And it was still
It set the
Uncharted. As
bar,
much as I love
like
it,
Naughty Dog always does. Naughty Dog always sets the bar. I'm just saying.
Naughty Dog's a great company. But we won't talk about their first game, Way of the Warrior.
I haven't played.
Way over the Warrior. Let's talk about that.
No, let's not talk
I might have played that game. Let's talk about
on
it.
3DO.
Oh yeah, I remember that piece of shit game. Yes, that was a piece of shit game.
That was,
Oh yeah.
That's their first game.
yeah, that was one of the
Wasn't
first
that kind of like Mortal Kombat? It's like really terrible.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
But anyways, I haven't played Uncharted 4, but I think Rise of the Tomb Raider really set the bar. Because going back and playing Uncharted 3 after I played Rise of the Tomb Raider, it was like night and day. I thought Tomb Raider was
Yeah,
a better
Rise of
game.
Wait. No, you can't say that until you play Uncharted 4. You cannot
I said I didn't play Uncharted 4.
Rise of the Tomb Raider came out, what, 2-3 years after freaking Uncharted 3?
Hey, thank you,
You started
Christopher. Thank you,
Firestorm,
Chris. Are you
Oh my
serious?
god. You started
Right?
Firestorm, man.
That's alright.
Dude.
You have like two Uncharted fans right here that are like mega fans, so just
It's
careful.
okay.
They're
But I still
fighting
think
words.
I still think Tomb Raider Definitive Edition was better than Uncharted 3, personally.
Oh, man.
It
Shots
came out,
fired.
what, 2 years again?
Yeah, once again,
No,
going back
they
to
were
that
at
same
the same
argument.
No, okay, I'll have to look
No,
at
they
it.
didn't.
Those were
No,
at the
they
same
didn't.
time?
I don't
No.
think it was. Were they at the same
And
time?
the
I thought they
story
were
was
both
still
at the end
better
of the
on
life
Uncharted.
cycle.
Well, they're both in the life
When did
cycle.
Tomb Raider,
Yeah.
the definitive edition come out?
It's the same game, the Definitive Edition and Tomb Raider.
Bust out the
When did Tomb
Googles.
Raider
Stop the Googles.
Bust the Googles.
Yeah.
Well, anyway.
Well, you know, after their first game, they've been on a like tear just to make up for that one.
Which one? The Tomb Raider? Or,
No, Naughty Dog. I said after their first game, they're
Oh.
like trying to do everything they can to make up for it.
Yeah, that was a
You know,
blemish
Crystal
on their record,
Dynamics
but
has made
everything else
a
is
lot of
better.
shitty games too.
What?
No, of course.
Who?
That's also starting out. Like when you first start out, you're not going to get it perfect, and the fact that they learn with every single installment, like whatever game that they make, kind of like Pixar. Pixar only gets better.
Okay,
They do.
March
I
5th,
can't really think of a bad
2015,
Pixar movie,
2013, Uncharted.
Cars 2.
All right.
Boom!
It's like everybody says it at the same time.
Yeah, I never saw it, but I heard it's terrible.
Yeah, I can't say I've never seen it, but I have heard.
Did
it's
they do
pretty awful.
planes? No, they didn't do planes. That was Disney, right?
No, that was Pixar, I
Was
think.
it Pixar?
No.
I thought it was Disney.
I don't know.
I don't think so.
Next, Ryan's gonna tell me that he's never seen a bad Zack Snyder movie.
Oh, God.
You mean like every movie?
Bingo!
Anyway.
Oh, no, not anyway.
300.
Let's go to that subject
Let's go to the next topic
Yeah,
here.
next up.
Sure. Oh.
So, we have heard rumors about the NX, that it's a handheld system, you know, that hooks up to the TV, yada yada. Not as powerful as a PS4, but more powerful than a PS3. Now the next rumor is, they're supposed to have some really major titles in the first 6 months. 3 to be exact. When we say.
Really?
Yeah.
Let me guess. It's another Mario and
Yeah.
another Zelda, and
Yes.
so no new IPs, no taking chances. Okay.
What is wrong with Zelda?
And one more.
Nothing's wrong with
Pokemon.
Zelda.
It's like,
It's
okay,
Pokemon.
Assassin's Creed comes every year. Yes, people still buy Assassin's Creed. Call of Duty comes every year, but people still buy Call of Duty. But yet Zelda comes every 3 or 4 years,
5 years, I think, on this
and
one.
people like, well, it's another Zelda title. Well, hey, man,
But PlayStation and Xbox do not lean. They do not survive on Zelda and Mario. I'm a fan of them. I love Zelda. I have the Zelda 3DS, but just
They do
you know,
have
you
survival
can't
Assassin's
build
Creed
the rest
and
of your life
Call of
on
Duty
it.
though. They do
It's
survival
got a
that.
really
Those
shitty
are-
marriage.
They do survival that.
Well, Activision.
Yeah, because there's a
survived.
third-party company.
And Assassin's Creed.
No, that's
No, they
Ubisoft.
Oh, I'm sorry. They
Third
survived
party.
Assassin's Creed. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, they survived.
Third party. I mean,
Well,
yeah,
I look at it this way about Nintendo.
They
I look at it this way about
skipped Assassin's
Nintendo.
Creed this year,
Nintendo
by the
has
way.
great IPs. They do have great IPs. Now, do they depend on Mario games? Absolutely. But let's look at all their IPs. They got Metroid, they got Zelda, they got Mario, they got Mario Kart, they got
Smash Brothers.
Smash Brothers,
Pikmin.
Pikmin,
How
Punch
many
Out.
of those include Mario?
The Mario's included in there, but he's like he could be any other character. So like Smash Brothers includes all the characters. So you figure, you know,
Here's the thing about Mario. You gotta look at it this way. What's the most famous video game character of all time?
No,
Mario, right?
Dig Dug.
Big Doug.
Mario. I mean, it's Mario.
Donkey
Everybody
Kong.
universally known Mario is the most famous video game character of all time. So of course that's going to be a big selling point. That's why all their franchises usually are based on Mario. So I mean, because it's so recognizable that kids
Love it and hate it, though. They did take a chance with Splatoon, and it was very
I was
successful.
gonna say they did take a chance with Splatoon, even though that the game has some problems, which we don't have to discuss. What the problems are in the game,
That's why I
but
said, love it or hate it, it's still successful.
It was
That's
very
all,
successful.
that's all that matters.
I look
They
at
made a
it
lot of bad decisions with that.
I can't look at Mario the same after watching the Super Mario movie.
that's mighty. So have you ever?
Well, they never. See,
Wait,
you
the
know
one
what's
from
funny
the
about
90s?
that is like they never made a
Yeah.
Nintendo
They
never
had
made a movie
classic,
after Mario.
sir.
Yeah, Pokemon movies.
I know it's a
That's
cult
different,
classic,
though. That's
but I
animated.
mean, with
Live
him
action.
and John Leguizamo, it's like, oh my god.
I'm okay with it. I mean, it was kind of horrifying, but at the time, but you know.
The only good thing about that movie, about the Mario movie, is Dennis Hopper. That's it.
Yeah.
But even that was bad.
Well, you
Come
know,
on.
I don't,
the reason
Dennis Hopper.
That was still bad.
Still,
reason
Dennis
I had
Hopper is
that
an
movie-
awesome
Oh,
actor.
Bob Hoskins is an awesome actor,
Oh, that's
too.
true. I forgot about it. Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
true.
the
I
reason I
forgot
had
about
that movie in my head was because I was telling my brother that the new Croc from Suicide Squad looks like one of the Goombas from that movie.
Oh my god.
I've never been there, Pete. Oh, man.
We'll get in there.
So yes, we heard it's going to be a new Mario game, of course, a Zelda game, and what were the other ones they were talking about?
Well, they also said. They also said like what
Pokemon was the other
Oh,
one.
Pokemon. That's right.
Well,
They're
It
gonna
is
do
the 20-year,
Pokemon.
yeah, it's a 20-year anniversary, so that makes sense why they would have another Pokemon game.
And it'll be a Pokemon you can actually play on your TV. That's going to be a real Pokemon game, supposedly. Hopefully.
So,
That's the first.
You mean Pokemon Stadium?
So no more running around.
No, but it's not going to be Stadium. It's going to be like an actual RPG Pokemon.
Yeah, Pokemon Snap.
We don't know.
have they ever even made a Pokemon, like a real Pokemon game on the console?
No.
No, not at
Never.
all.
I don't understand why not.
They probably have some. Don't they have some on the virtual console on the console?
No, but I mean, why they never made it on a console?
Well, because Pokemon stands for Pocket Monster.
So what?
So that's your handheld and your
What
pocket
does
monster.
that make a difference, man?
Don't get mad at me. I don't
Seriously?
I don't make the rules.
Is it really a rule? Like they say, oh, well, it's supposed to be Game Boy. Pokemon's supposed to be Game Boy. That's it, you know? How's that like a rule, man?
That's Nintendo.
That's true.
It's like if they have
were
console monster,
actually
maybe on like the Game Boy, if it's console monster, monster or whatever.
Console monster. So what?
can't-
Cockymon?
Yeah, there you go. Exactly.
Pokemon.
Pokemon.
I mean, it just doesn't make no sense, man.
Well,
I'm
they're
just saying.
doing a Yu-Gi-Oh console game, so why not?
Yeah, why not?
Absolutely.
They're doing Berserk. Well, in Japan, I don't know if it's coming to America.
They're doing another Berserk?
Yeah.
They made Berserk for Dreamcast back in the day, Sword of the Berserker.
I don't know what Berserk is.
Oh,
Me neither.
This guy has like this giant sword. He goes around just hacking up monsters.
Sounds like every other anime.
Yeah, they're making a new. It might be out now in Japan. I can't remember, but my friend Lance has been updating me on it. He's really excited for it.
Sounds like, I don't know.
This guy.
I'm trying to get the views going.
I don't know
So,
about Japan
but-
and their anime.
Besides the rumored NX titles, is there any NX titles you guys would like to see?
Yeah, let me ask this. What would sell
Metroid.
you guys on an NX? Since I can tell there's a lot of
Metroid.
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 That's it.
Yeah.
Nintendo needs to come up with
Like
a
a Metroid Prime or like a really good 2D one?
Either or.
Well, honestly, I've never really actually played a Metroid game, so I'll say.
Wow.
Shame.
I
Shame.
wish.
No, it's okay,
Shame.
Chris. I
No,
forgive
but
you.
seriously,
No, it's all
like
good.
for Chris King, like I wish they would make a HD remake of the Primes for you with dual analog. I think you'd really enjoy those games. They're really atmospheric.
Yeah.
Yeah, they definitely are. I'm not even like big on it, but they're very rural atmosphere.
I
I mean, they're
they
not
should
horrible
pander-
with the Wii Remote, but I mean, it still looks dated. That's the only issue.
I think they should pander to the fanboy and everybody and just go back with the original and try that and see, because you can't beat the original.
The original, which one?
What, the Metroid?
Oh, the original,
Yes.
the original Metroid.
The original.
Well, they did remake that on the Game Boy Advance. Actually.
Zero Mission, it was
yeah,
awesome.
Zero Mission.
Yeah,
It's not
but I'm
happening
talking
right
like one that you can actually, play on like a console, it's like TV, like, not like just a little handheld one.
Yeah.
I don't see anything. You should be broadcasting.
No, like a 2DS.
I don't know. My favorite Metroid's still Super Metroid. I don't know that
Oh.
the game was so well crafted.
You know
Super
what's-
Metroid paved the way for Castlevania Symphony of the Night, which is
It,
one of
well,
probably
it really
the best
paved the
Castlevania.
way for anything that in that genre.
Well,
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah, that's why they call it Metroidvanias, because that's the whole genre that.
You know what's sad though? I never played Super Metroid.
Shame. We need belts.
Yeah, you definitely
You want me strip naked and walk
No,
around?
No, you don't need
No.
to say. You don't need to do that. We're good on that.
Yeah, that'd be very shameful. Honestly, I don't think nobody wants to see that.
Amen.
But
So Metro would take a Metroid game for you to purchase an NX.
I'm just sold on Zelda because I'm kind of done with my
Right,
Wii U.
I'm
so.
sorry, dude. Like, if anybody's seen the demo of Breath of the Wild, I'm sorry, that game
Yeah, but you
makes
can get that on a Wii U. You don't.
But I
Super
would say
disappointed.
most of the people in this room probably do not have a Wii U. I'm guessing.
Yes.
Well, I have
only on
one.
PS4.
Nope.
See,
I mean-
so Zelda could be enough, and to sell them on that because that game looks great.
Nope.
I mean, it's Skyrim, Zelda. That's what they're going for.
But with Nintendo
Why
Touch
would
to
I do
it,
that
so
when I
it'll
can play
actually have a little
Skyrim?
character to it.
Exactly.
I don't know. To me,
I got my
though,
HD
it's just such an
Skyrim coming out
ambitious
this
game,
fall.
though.
Which one? What was that, Whitney?
I said I got my Skyrim coming out this fall, so why would I do that?
Yeah, I mean, it does look a lot better. It does look a lot
But it's
better.
the same game.
But it is the same game with mods though.
That's
with
okay.
mods.
That's okay.
Oh,
I
and
never
it's
actually
only
finished
going to be
the
on
story.
Xbox like Fallout?
No, they're gonna be on all.
Oh, you sure?
Well, Fallout has mods on PS4.
Oh, yeah, where?
I don't know if they released them yet, but it's coming.
Oh, no, they said it's up in the air.
Oh, now it's up in the
Yeah.
air? Oh, that's terrible. That's not
They don't
good.
have mods on the PS4. Don't tell that lie.
No, they're supposed to bring
There
them to
will be for
PS4.
Skyrim though.
Yeah, Skyrim they already said. That's already official.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, official?
Yeah, it was official in the announcement trailer.
Okay.
It won't
Doesn't
really matter. to
Skyrim
me.
have the Macho Man?
Just like No Man's Sky was supposed to be out 3 years ago? Was that official in the launch trailer?
Speaking of No Man's Sky,
Well, before,
Yeah,
before you
speaking
go,
of No Man's Sky.
before you go, doesn't Skyrim have the Macho Man mode?
yeah, that's a mod.
Oh my god, that's all you just sold me right there.
Yeah, Pete's gonna buy Skyrim now just
Just for Macho Man. Yeah.
Just for the Macho
What,
Man
did I
dragon.
talk like Macho Man?
Yeah, it
He
does.
comes through, he's like, oh yeah, breathes fire down everything.
That's
Yeah, he has the
awesome.
beard too in the
Does he say,
camel.
snap into a Slim Jim?
No,
I don't know if he does that.
Oh yeah. Come on, man. No, everyone gotta love the Macho Man.
Got 3 minutes. 3
3 minutes of playtime.
Oh, it's Buzzsaw now.
Buzzsaw
Oh,
is
no,
ready.
Bonesaw. Not Buzzsaw, Bonesaw.
Oh, sauce ready. Come on, man. That's the best part of Spider-Man,
The
dude.
best thing that came out of Spider-Man. Yeah,
The best part of Spider-Man right there. Like,
Bonesaw.
100%.
Well, definitely wasn't Tony Maguire.
no, it
James
was
Franco.
not. No, it wasn't.
Speaking of Bonesaw,
Hey.
always brings it back to Running Man.
Oh, yeah.
Bonesaw.
He had to split. I love it, man.
Just Sub-Zero.
Not just plain zero. Oh my god, great movie.
Anyway, back on topic.
No! God, I love Schwarzenegger, man.
No Man's Sky releases this Tuesday, and it's probably one of the biggest titles to come out in this generation, for anticipation at least, and ambitious projects. Anybody here plan on picking it up? I know I got mine reserved already.
You're the only one in this room.
I know
No,
a lot
I
of
mean
people
like
are
physically in the room.
ordering-
Not including people online.
I I just don't feel sold on it yet.
I feel exactly the same way.
I don't even know what it is.
You know, I'm really.
Hold on, guys. I gotta lift up that rock.
I'm sorry, I don't know what it is. I just, you told me before. I'm like, okay, sounds cool.
It's probably one of the most ambitious projects done by an indie studio that's ever actually, to be honest with you.
Yes, but will it be as good as Rocket
makes me
League?
skeptical.
Nope.
If they pull it off right, if there's enough to do and the game doesn't get too boring, then I think it'll be great. But I mean, I guess the guy that
I'll tell you the biggest turnoff to me though is they say you can like fly around for hours and never even see another human being. Like that's terrible.
That's what happens. You have
Yeah, I agree.
18 trillion planets.
Yeah, but I want to if I want to go online and play with my friends, like I'm never even gonna see them.
But you really don't play with it.
Yeah.
It's not a fair.
You and I are thinking the same thing about that game.
Yeah, but see, that's what Rocket League is so much better because you play with your friends.
And it does look like it'll get boring after a while.
So you're telling me this game is for
Yeah.
just like a bunch of people who have no friends?
No. It's an exploration game. It's an exploration game.
So,
If you like
so you're telling me it's for a bunch of people who have no friends?
Look at Rhino with his little fanboy icon.
You're gonna sit right there.
But Chris, like the single player games, they usually normally have like a really strong storyline or something to compensate for not talking to your friends. But for a game like No Man's Sky, there's no story. Right, but I mean, if you're not running into other people, it's kind of like, oh.
That's the thing. I don't know, like.
Rexford wants us to Twitch. He doesn't like YouTube.
Oh.
Too bad.
Oh. Go watch soccer, Devin.
When YouTube finally stops, like, supporting free speech or whatever, then people will finally make the jump to Twitch. But as of right now, YouTube is still whatever.
Superior.
Yeah.
It's YouTube.
It's
I mean,
easy.
come on.
It's
Yeah.
YouTube.
It is.
That sums it up everything. I can't chat. Well,
Jump on your PS4, Mr.
well,
Rexford.
listen.
We're more than happy to. Or send us a message. We're more than happy to chat with you that way, too.
Yeah, go watch soccer.
Voice chat.
Hey, there ain't nothing wrong with soccer.
Woo!
Football.
Yeah, soccer was the only sport that I really liked. I like watching soccer. It's fun.
I'd rather watch American football.
Yeah, I'm much more of American.
I don't know, man. World Cup is a
I-
lot. It's fun, dude.
I used to
I'm
play
a
soccer,
Jets
so it's
fan.
a lot of fun to watch it.
I
got a
definitely
point.
love, American football more, but
That's my
I like
point, little
soccer.
fat boy.
What's his point?
I don't know. I like both.
Oh, yeah, hey. You like both, absolutely.
The Bucks suck.
Oh, I'm gonna have to slap whoever said that.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
We got a Bucks hater in the room.
Absolutely.
The most that I know about football is that my family used to have big get-togethers for it. Used to, and then I know that Ryan has like the theme as his ringtone. And that's all I know.
Yes, they used to.
What theme?
The Dolphin song.
When do they play this song?
Whatever.
I think the Dolphins have a
No, Ryan. No, Ryan. No shaking your head. When do they play this song?
Speaking of football,
No. When do they play this song?
when they at home when they score touchdowns.
Oh, so that's why we've never heard it before, guys.
I'm sorry, but I lost all respect for the Dolphins when they changed their emblem to the limp dolphin.
Oh, that's just a more hardcore dolphin.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but that dolphin needs a little Viagra.
But speaking of football, Madden comes out this month. Anybody, any takers?
Nope, don't care. Years of
I'm all over
GameStop
that.
made me not care.
So what's it gonna do different this year?
Got that Madden
Nothing.
dog?
Nothing.
Then why the fuck am I gonna buy it? Sorry,
I don't even know
language.
what the new features of Madden this year are, to be honest with you. I mean,
well, just like every year, it's improved gameplay. It's like the rosters are new.
Devin said nothing, so I'll go with him since he's in the know.
But everything.
nothing but everything. Oh my god.
But people still buy it.
Oh, it's a huge seller. That's why it's selling.
They can just update it every fucking year. They can do
Well,
that.
all you gotta do
Language,
is buy
sorry.
an Xbox, get EA access, wait like 8 months, and you get it for free. So,
Well, see,
I
I'm
mean,
a
you can play it
huge
before,
ultimate.
4 or 5 days before it gives up.
I'm
Yeah,
a huge ultimate team player, so I have to get it when it first comes out.
Ultimate Team's actually pretty awesome. That's like the best innovation with Madden.
You know, the thing is, though, about Madden, if your team was really good that year, do you really want to get rid of that game?
No, that's the thing about Ultimate Team. Ultimate Team, you actually build your team.
Yeah, it's like fantasy football, but you actually play it.
Yeah,
I'm just saying, though, if your team was really good that year, would you really want to get another Madden? Like, if my Jets were really good, like, back in whatever.
That's a big if. That's a big
Yeah,
if.
I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying.
The past couple of years I've been playing it. I've always gotten up to, my team's always been up to 99, which is pretty much the highest level you can get. But they always keep coming out with new players, cards, and different things so you can upgrade your team. But the only problem is if, you know, everybody moves on to the next year, so it doesn't matter if your team's, you know, the best team you got, you know, on the Ultimate Team, there's not going to be anybody there for you to play, so.
Do you pay real money when you play that? Or do you just do all the free stuff?
I just do all the free stuff and then just grind it out and everything.
That's impressive that you got to
really
99.
Yeah, that's really impressive because I have a friend that pays microtransactions out the wazoo to get players, man. I mean, he buys Madden for.
I don't like paying that, but you know, it's like I've already paid the money for the game, you know. I understand, like, with Call of Duty or stuff, you want to pay for the maps, that's okay. But, you know, with me, I don't like the microtransactions when you buy all these things and get everything, because it's like, for me, that takes the fun out of the game.
Well, especially a game like Madden, where like you know the next year coming is a new one, so all this money you just spent, you pretty much just wasted until the next version comes out, which you'll do over again.
I'm surprised they don't do it so you can like bring your stuff over somehow.
No, that's what EA makes their money. They won't do that. EA banks off that.
I don't know. They figure something out.
There, you think they would?
Well,
And you know what? But people still buy those
okay.
games. That's the problem. People still buy them.
Well,
If they say, you know
yeah,
what,
you
I ain't
gotta
gonna buy
remember-
Madden this year, maybe we'll stop doing that shit. You know what I'm
You've
just
got a
saying?
number of people that play on that broadcast their games and everything on YouTube, but millions of people that view it, and then they get money for that, and then they throw the money right back into the game. So it's like EA's never going to stop doing it because they keep getting people that just keep doing that.
I just think though, like, okay, if they don't do something different on a game every year, then why the hell buy
Well,
it?
the thing with EA now is that they're at the point, what really can they do? I mean, let's see, they added that one year, they added that awful passing cone, which I think was the worst idea.
Dude, that was like
done.
2006.
I know, I'm just saying, it was a terrible idea. It was just awful.
I mean, how much better can get graphics? How much better can do whatever? You know, it's like it comes to the point
Until
where
it's like photorealistic.
Until it's photorealistic.
Then there's nothing else they do.
And that's virtual reality.
I will say, Madden VR, guys.
VR.
Well, no, you know what? The best innovation to a football game that I loved didn't even come from Madden. It was the ESPN game where you could actually do first-person football, where you were actually in the helmet playing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was so hard to control. That's my. It was a cool feature, but man, I couldn't throw a pass in that game with first person because you couldn't really see your receivers on the field unless you got really used to it.
That's what you also got to understand, Ryan. You know me. I came from playing football, so that was like, you know, having something like that was like, wow, this is awesome because, you know, it gives you the feel of actually being on the field and playing the game.
Oh yeah, I'm a big fan of the 2K. I know a lot of people disagree with me, but I love the 2K series.
Well, you know what's awesome about the NBA 2K16 is that you could actually use like rosters from people. Like you don't have to wait. So like that 2K16, they actually have like all the trades and all the free agencies that just happened.
Really?
In the roster, yeah, you can download the rosters right from
Hey, you know what's not awesome about 2K? The gameplay.
No, it's about NBA.
NBA?
NBA
That's
2K,
what
yeah.
I also missed that with the in the NCAA football. You used to be able to go on the servers and download the rosters where people had actually taken the time to name all the players on the team and everything, so you could actually download the rosters and get all the names.
Yeah, that's similar to what they do in the NBA 2K16. The cool thing is though is when you go to start the game, you can just choose the roster you want. So you could go online; they're already all filled out for you. So like the one that I always use is the top one because it's the most current one. But they keep up to it with all the free agent signings, all the trades, and everything.
It's not that good though.
No, well that's because like the rookies they don't know, so they're just like guessing numbers.
Yeah, but even like we have like the Knicks, man, they still suck. Up this, all the changes.
Oh, but wait, aren't the Knicks going to be aren't they supposed to be spectacular this year?
Oh, we hope so. We hope so. It's spectacular.
Not all of us hope, but we'll see.
Well, whatever.
Oh, okay, fake Heat fan.
Whatever.
He shows up on LeBron's there.
Hey, They won a champion. They won 2 championships with LeBron. It's all good.
Barely. 2.
Anyways,
Barely.
When's the last time they filmed?
yeah. Anyway, so Batman Telltale.
Batman Telltale. If you guys like Telltale games and you guys like Batman, this is almost an automatic purchase.
Automatic?
Yeah, it is that good.
Automatic. It's automatic.
Automatic.
It is awesome.
So it's better than Arkham City.
It's not the same as Arkham City.
Is
It's
it
a
better than
Telltale-
Arkham
Have you played
Asylum?
Have you played a Telltale game?
No, I have not.
This guy.
It's
I'm sorry.
It's like an interactive storybook.
You would love it. You like movies, so that would.
I do like
Yeah,
movies.
so you would love
I love movies,
interactive movie type game.
Okay.
I would say try try the Game of Thrones, The Walking Dead, or Wolf Among Us. If you like those, you'll definitely like the Batman game.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
play The Wolf Among Us.
Yeah, the Wolf. I
The
like
Wolf
the
Among
Wolf.
Us was pretty good.
It was pretty good.
That one looked really cool.
Hey Devin, how long does it normally take them to go through a 15-year season?
15 years.
What?
15-year season?
Oh, I'm just
yeah.
reading the comments on the side. There's someone commenting. They were talking about Madden. So I just was like, he says like 32 guys take teams through 15 seasons of Madden.
Oh, they're talking about the career mode where you can actually get
Oh,
in.
yeah. No, like, I do that with my friends. So if we have a group of like 7, it took us.
There's a game every 2 days?
Well, you advance every 2 days.
No, we have a game like we have a game every other day, and then we have the Super Bowl, and we keep going on, and on.
I want
So-
something for rugby.
They
Rugby
did
left
have
us
a
out.
rugby.
I gotta be honest with you. I have Rugby 2004 for my PlayStation 2.
They actually made a rugby game?
It's right there.
You still have PS2 games?
Yeah, I still have PS2. And the thing about, they don't give you any like directions on how to play. So thank God I bought it for $1 because I have no idea what the hell I'm doing.
Do you
Well, have you even watched rugby? Yeah, have
No,
you
I
even
don't
watched
football.
rugby?
Yeah, I've seen it, but I still don't get
Do
it.
you even know the rules of rugby?
No.
Then why the hell you buy a game
It was
that's
$1.
So what?
It was $1.
I don't know the rules.
Hey, you know what? They'll make any type of sports game. I remember seeing a cricket game.
Yeah, well, they have made a cricket game, yes.
There was something new that came out that was, what was it? There was like a sports game I just seen. I forget what it was though. Was it lacrosse or something like
I
that?
think they've done a lacrosse one too.
Who plays these
wait
games?
for
Like nobody
the
knows this stuff, man.
Well,
They should make a curling game.
Oh my god.
super curling.
You want a game not to sell anything? Yeah, make a curling game.
Hey, in Canada,
Well,
it's probably
hey,
sell
can
very
you
well.
imagine the online gameplay? I want to be the sweeper.
Oh my god, dude! I'll sweep all. Dude, I know how to sweep.
There it is. But
Hey, curling 2005, right there.
Chris, did you beat
Are
the
you
Telltale
serious?
Batman game
No, I'm just
or the first episode?
Yeah.
What's the without spoiling anything? What's the story kind of like? What's the basis of the story?
Protecting the family's legacy.
The Wayne legacy.
the Wayne legacy, yes.
The Wayne legacy, yes.
Does it take place in the Arkham like storyline, or is it its
No.
complete own thing?
Completely different.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's his own thing.
You play a
Is it
lot of
decent,
Bruce
like,
Wayne.
lengthwise?
What do you mean? Like you actually just like you're a billionaire? You do like billionaire stuff?
No, you play. The story revolves a lot around Bruce Wayne. It just revolves around him.
I know, but I'm saying, what, you playing Bruce Wayne or Batman?
You play both, but you play a lot more Bruce Wayne.
So you do billionaire stuff.
Yeah, you sit around with hot women and you're
Sweet. Sweet. Wow.
So do you do Bruce Wayne billionaire stuff, or do you do Tony Stark billionaire stuff? Because Tony Stark's a lot cooler than Bruce Wayne.
Ouch. Shots
Bruce
fired.
Wayne.
There's no shots
Like,
fired. I'm just being
like-
honest.
Well,
Like
you know what?
Bruce
Bruce
Wayne,
Wayne doesn't
I know
really like
particularly
being Bruce Wayne. He likes being Batman.
Exactly. Whereas Tony Stark likes
Likes
being Tony Stark.
I mean, let's be honest, man. Like, Bruce Wayne more sees himself as Batman than Bruce Wayne, where Tony Stark sees himself as, Tony Stark.
You really have to play the game though to understand the storyline of why you play as Bruce Wayne more than Batman.
So what? You do like little
Is
spy
Robin
stuff?
dead in this one?
This takes place way before Robin, I would say.
So it's like his earlier years.
Yeah, very early
Gotcha.
early, because you meet Catwoman.
Gotcha.
You know, some
Wait,
of the villains have.
since we're talking about this, you guys, hold on. Hey, you. I've been drinking. I'm sorry. Give me a
Nothing
second.
wrong with that. Nothing wrong with drinking. Makes it a lot more
Have you
entertaining.
did you watch the Suicide Squad movie?
No.
Yes.
I have.
Okay. Good, bad.
I liked it. I don't know. I mean, there's some things that were bad in it, absolutely, but
But
overall,
Like any other DC movie.
I enjoyed it.
But Ryan likes Batman vs Superman. So if you go off of that opinion, I don't know how the movie is.
No. I don't
You saw the Ultimate Edition. I didn't hate it.
Thank you.
You didn't hate it, but you didn't like it, did you?
I didn't dislike it.
You didn't like it, did you? You didn't love it, did you?
Man, I got to see Henry Cavill shirtless.
That's not the movie.
She likes.
You can see Henry Cavill shirtless anytime.
I'd so rather see Seth Rollins shirtless.
It's like Margot Robbie, Oh man, I want to see because dude, I can see her naked in Wolf of Wall Street. So why the hell did I see Suicide
She doesn't
Squad?
get naked in Suicide Squad.
There you go. That's a more better point not to see it.
The thing for me that ruined Batman vs Superman is one of my favorite arcs in the whole comic series is the Doomsday thing. So when they basically put that in there and like rushed it as fast as it did, and then on top of that made him look like a fucking cave troll.
Yes. Okay.
He's a turtle.
I was like, dude, they could have made like 2 or 3 movies out of that. They should have waited until the Justice League was together and actually did it where Doomsday basically ran through the Justice League to get to Superman.
Okay.
I do agree with you on that.
Hold up.
Now, that trailer.
Okay.
Sorry, going back. Go back.
Okay, let me explain this, okay? And this is my biggest argument with Batman and Superman, okay? Let me just say. So they get this whole thing, like Batman hates Superman because he's very disruptive or whatever, and Superman hates Batman because he's kind of too brutal to the criminals, okay? So get in this big freaking fight, okay? And Batman's still gonna kill Superman, right?
You're talking about
and they
Martha,
go, they're gonna kill Martha. Why did you say her name and Martha and all that? And that's a connection right there, okay? Because they're both moms are named Martha.
Friends.
And then they're friends. They're friends.
Yeah,
Okay, they tried to kill each other. They became friends because their mothers had the same name. Okay, now and then they go there. Let's fight Doomsday.
Calm
Let's
down.
fight
I didn't
Doomsday.
have so much of a problem with that.
Dude,
I didn't really
they
have like a
blow the
problem with
whole freaking thing in one freaking movie. Like, there is no payoff. No payoff.
Super friends.
I didn't have a problem with it. I'm with you,
Payoff,
Chris.
man. Like they could have like saved that Doomsday thing for like 3-4 movies ahead of time.
You know what my biggest complaint is? If that's supposed to be an older Batman, why is it the youngest Alfred?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about too. Alfred is like supposed to be what, like in his 60s? Bruce Wayne is 40 something? What was he, like 20? What do you like? Yeah, Butler? He's not the youngest Butler ever,
When the
man.
whole Martha thing,
Jesus.
whole Martha thing happened, it was like watching Step Brothers again. Going, did we just become best friends?
Yep.
I didn't have a problem
And then,
with it.
and then they go to the funeral. After that, they go to the funeral. Sorry, spoiler alert, but they go to the funeral, and they're like, oh, I should have, like, I'm gonna, like, fight for him or whatever. Like, they care. Like, Wonder Woman and Batman care about the guy they just met?
The thing is, DC is so far
Dude, would
behind.
you go to a funeral and you just met somebody?
You need to
Well,
calm down.
I think if you look at it from the standpoint of like somebody that was a soldier, soldiers fight for the man standing next to them, and that they became soldiers together in a war against Doomsday. So like,
So
I mean,
you
that's
meet
the way
somebody
to
for
look
the
at
first
it.
time, you fight somebody, you're like, oh yeah, we're best friends.
They did meet for the first time. They did meet for the first
Misunderstanding
time.
what?
Pete, it was the face turn. Come on, to put it in better perspective.
Yeah, it's a face turn.
I'm just saying though, where's the
You
payoff?
went from a heel to a face. Come on.
Yeah, man.
For what he said at the funeral, though, it's like he knew it for years. Like, I failed him in life, And I'm like, it's like
He
you-
failed
like
him in
knew
life,
it
you just
for like
met
2
the
days.
guy!
And you hated him 10 minutes ago.
Yes! You want to kill him and you just met the guy, you failed him in life! What the?
I just blew David's mind with the butler.
I mean, seriously, man, did you not see the wrong with the script?
He could never watch the movie the same again. I just totally ruined it for
Yeah,
him.
actually Rob said that last night, and I'm like, you're absolutely right, I didn't even think about the whole Butler thing.
I never thought of that at all.
I was so, like, messed up with everything else in the whole, I didn't even think about the Butler.
The thing is, DC.
And like, it wasn't Alfred's all drinking and all like hip, like, Butler, like, what does he do anyway? He just drinks all the time, man. That's what he does. He's like, oh, hey, Bruce, what did you? Oh, okay, let me have another drink or whatever, another scotch.
With all the saying about the Butler, though, I did like Jeremy Irons as Alfred, though.
He was fantastic, right? I love Jeremy Irons.
Hey, you know what? It would be great if, like...
Yeah, but yeah, he needed to be about 20 years older.
Yeah, like, Batman should be like a young Batman, right?
I'm okay with it. I like looking at him.
Like, it looks like he can actually go out there with Batman.
It's tough for me to see another Alfred though after Michael Caine, because Michael Caine was awesome as Alfred.
Yeah, he did a good job.
Yeah, he did.
Yep.
But that's more believable, right? The Michael Caine's 60 and
yeah, exactly.
And that would make more sense. Michael Caine being the Butler than
because Michael Caine's looked old for the last 50 years.
Yeah, exactly. So that makes more believable. I mean, hey, you know what they could have done with Jeremy Irons? At least like dyed his hair all white, you know?
Yeah.
He looks like an older man, like older Jeremy Irons, not like. I'm just
Jeremy Irons is awesome.
He's an awesome actor, but you know, there's the age gap is like kind of a little bit too hard to.
Scar?
Yeah.
No, if you look at it, to prove your point even more, if you look at the original '89 Batman and look at the difference between the younger Bruce Wayne there and the Butler, and then now look at Jeremy Irons in him, it's like, wait a minute.
It's,
younger.
Exactly. It's almost like
The Butler, the '89 Batman.
You have a problem
he is
with
really
it.
like ancient.
So, yeah, you like, I suppose the guy was getting around.
Yeah.
You got his high school at the feet?
Yeah, I did. I know him.
You're so old.
I am old.
Anyway, so we got a little off topic on the DC thing.
You can steal
Whatever,
my
dude.
podcast
It's not
name
an
if you
off
want,
topic, man. It's
right?
always gonna be
Steal my
on
podcast
topic.
name. Slightly on topic.
Yeah, sure is that. It's definitely not on topic because you know we're gonna discuss this for so long because every DC fanboy tries to argue how good that movie is, and it's not that good.
Anyways, we all know Disney pays the reviewers, so let's go to our next most anticipated games.
Yes.
I'm a Marvel fangirl, so I was okay with it. It was totally fine because I don't give a fuck about DC.
I do have a question. I do have a question about the Telltale Batman.
Yes.
Is it lengthwise? Is it a pretty decent? You know, I mean, I know it's only $4.99, so it's not going to be like spectacularly long. But is it a pretty good, decent, length of it?
The first episode,
2.5 hours.
honestly, is about 2 hours. You can beat the first episode
That's
about 2
pretty
hours.
average for any Telltale episode, though. It's usually what, between like 1 and 3 hours.
1 to 3 hours is an episode.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, 'cause
I mean, I know that's a big gap, but it just depends on, like, they usually have a good cutting off point in Telltale games. So sometimes it could be an hour, sometimes it could be 3.
Because when playing all the different versions of it, there have been each episode for one is longer than the other and or shorter, so it's like you can never really judge by the other. So I didn't
One of the cooler things about something Telltale did this time that they'd never done before is crowd play. Like if you're playing the game, you can actually go online and when you have little options where you select what they say, everybody on the game selects what they want to say in majority rules. So
that's cool.
Hey,
yeah, it's a little different.
Can I go back to saying that Batman Superman like Lex Luthor sucked in that movie? He's a terrible Lex Luthor. Terrible Lex Luthor.
I didn't have a problem with anything else, but like Jesse Eisenberg, I like him as an actor, but his portrayal of Lex was weird. It just
It's
didn't
not
work.
supposed to be the Lex.
God.
Oh my
Here we go.
God!
That's your fault, Pete.
I don't care. I want
He's
to
not
talk about
supposed
this.
to be Lex Luthor. He's Lex Luthor's son.
It doesn't matter. He still sucked, man. He's playing like the
Seriously?
Riddler.
Wait, go back. Seriously, he's supposed to be Lex Luthor's son? That's
Yeah,
the
he's not actual Lex Luthor.
What?
They wanted to just bring Lex Luthor in the damn movie, man.
Because they're not trying to
Nobody
do that.
cares about Lex Luthor's
It's different
son.
than the
Because Kevin
comics.
Spacey's making movies called Voices. So
So why did they make him bald to make him look like Lex Luthor?
Yeah, that was what? That was
Just
what?
to keep in character of the Lex. I don't know, man.
Exactly, you don't know.
anyways, if you want to see a good Jesse, what's his name? Jesse Eisenberg. If you want to watch a good movie, go watch
I have
Social
no
Network.
idea.
Bad
Yeah,
casting.
Zack Snyder.
You know what?
Bad
I honestly believe that who's this? Warner Brothers were like, somebody said, oh, you should get Heisenberg. Bryan Cranston, Heisenberg. That's what you should get.
And you went with Jesse Eisenberg?
And they wanted Jesse Eisenberg. I really think that happened, man. They're like, oh yeah, we got Jesse Eisenberg. No, Heisenberg. It's too late then. It's like it all went downhill from there.
So,
Walter White would have been way better.
Oh my god, he would have been a great Lex Luthor.
Yep.
He looks like Lex Luthor with bald head. That's Lex
I would
Luthor right
watch
there,
the movie
man.
just for that.
They totally fucked that up.
You know, I'll probably get a lot of flack for this, but it's kind of how I felt about Jared Leto as Joker.
Oh.
You don't get any black.
The main like talking point that I had for Suicide Squad is that everyone said that everybody else was great as their characters, but Jared Leto's Joker was just really off character. Like it wasn't really Joker. It was weird.
Jared Leto's Joker is basically what Jack Nicholson's Joker would be if it was today. If Jack
With
Nicholson
all tattoos and lipstick and all
I mean, I
He's a
don't
crime
know for sure
boss.
because
Oh,
I
he's a
have
crime
not seen it
boss.
myself,
Who
so
the
I
hell
can't
takes that
say
guy
for sure.
seriously, man? As a crime boss.
He's
No,
a crime
no.
boss. That's what he does.
No,
So-
Jack
Ryan was-
Nicholson's Joker he had a really good mix of it because he was diabolical, he was crazy, and he had the points where he was just funny and kooky. He had a really good
Yeah, he
mix
didn't
of
have a
it,
grill.
you know.
You guys know
this
he
one-
warned Heath Ledger before he took the part, right?
Yeah.
He's like, "This is a really dark part." Yeah.
Jared Leto, to me, when I saw him with his jewelry and his opened up shirt, kind of looked like an emo Austin Powers.
Yeah! Jared Leto is pretty. I will give him that. He is pretty, but for like a scary mob boss like Joker, no.
Yeah, I just, I wish they would just take
He's a good actor,
whatever,
though.
take Mark Hamill's Joker and put that as live action, because Mark
I'm all
Hamill
down
I think
with that.
does it best.
Yep, I'm down with
I
that.
can't take Will Smith's dead shot either.
He actually did a great job.
What, being
really?
Will Smith?
Really?
No,
Yeah,
he did a
I
great
agree.
job.
I think Will
Tell me
Smith
he
did a
wasn't
good
acting
job.
like Will Smith.
He always acts like Will
sometimes he acts
Smith.
like Will Smith.
No,
He
no,
always acts like Will
Dude,
Smith.
I'm sorry. I love Marvel movies, but Edward Norton as Bruce Banner was Edward Norton.
Yep.
I'm sorry,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
Adam Sandler's the same
it was.
person in every Adam Sandler movie.
That's why his movies suck all the time.
Yeah, but yeah, that is.
Plus, you
Will
gotta see
Smith
Louis
played
Guzman's
played
balls in
good
it, so.
dead. He did play a good job.
Looks like a
Yes, he
limp
was.
bag of
He's Will
dicks.
Smith in every movie. It's like he's basically the same in every movie.
Now Devin got me curious. What does a bag of dicks look like?
Limp bag of
I think Suicide Squad was kind of like the poor man's version of Guardians of the Galaxy. They tried to they tried to make it funny.
Ryan's
but-
turning red, guys.
No.
Yeah, he's angry.
Hey, no. Guardians of the Galaxy was
Suicide
ridiculous.
Squad making
So
more
is
money.
Wonder Woman going to be the poor man's Captain America?
Absolutely.
I'm
Justice League will really be the poor man's
Poor man.
Dude,
I'm
I'm just
worried about
okay. Here's the thing, though.
Captain-
Yes, I'm a Marvel fanboy. I'm into it, but I do love Batman. That's my favorite, one of my favorite characters.
And the Flash TV show's awesome.
I love Flash. Here's the thing, dude. I want DC to do good. I really do. But the problem is, I cannot defend DC if they're making shitty movies. There's no defending it. They got to step up their game. They're trying to do too much like Marvel. They're trying to do trying to just make a really good movie. That's all you need to worry about, and you'll be fine.
I'm the same way. I'm a huge Marvel fanboy. I am probably one of the biggest Deadpool fans there are. I love Superman, but it's the same. DC, they're basically trying to put as much as they can into it to catch up to Marvel, and they're just failing at it.
Well, that's the thing. They're playing catch up right now.
But don't play catch up.
They
Look,
have to. They have
I love
to.
the Nolan movies.
Marvel is
I love
so
the Nolan
far
movies. Why do you
ahead
have
of them?
They make so much money
Marvel
off the
has
Nolan
an
movies
established
because they make good
brand.
movies. They make really good movies.
What was that?
Marvel has an established brand. That's why DC has to play catch up. They don't really have a choice.
Well, Marvel
I'll tell you
started
what.
so long ago. I mean, DC really started with Man of Steel.
Well, that's what I'm telling you. I'm telling you, they have an established
Right.
brand.
They
They're so
established
far
a movie
ahead of them.
universe.
But you gotta look at it this way. Okay, look at Deadpool. They didn't really do too much with the movie Deadpool. They all they had was Colossus, and that's it.
And I guess.
Yeah, well, yeah, she's not a popular character. She's not a popular character. They only had was Colossus. They didn't put like Wolverine. They didn't put all these other characters. They just made a really good Deadpool movie. And guess what? It made lots of money because of that. Because they concentrated on Deadpool. They make the best Deadpool movie possible.
The new X-Men movie was a piece of shit. I fucking hate
Because
it.
they've added too much stuff in the movie. They do too much stuff. Don't oversaturate the movie. Just make a really good movie and that's it. If they made a Batman Superman movie, it would have been great. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Fox.
Yeah, and the one thing that I think Marvel does really good too is they incorporate their own universe really good.
Yeah.
DC, they're all like, oh well, this is an alternate universe here.
Well, everybody talks about that. Marvel has continuity. DC doesn't. They've never had continuity.
If you even look at it, it goes into their TV shows as well. Because I don't know if anybody else watches Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., but anytime a movie comes out for Marvel, it's mentioned in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and it's portrayed in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. You know, so it's like, that's why.
Yeah, and Arrow's
That's the best Marvel movie ever.
No.
It's not.
That's not even top 5, Devin. It's good, but it's
really good.
I'd put it in top 5. I would put it in top 5.
Top 5, Avengers, Guardians of the Galaxy.
Cap 2, Cap 3.
Yeah.
And
X-Men 2 is a better movie than Deadpool.
Yeah.
Civil War's better.
DC what?
DC
And then we put it in top
Comic-Con this year, they come out and they're like, okay, we're going to show you the Justice League, you know, which, yeah, okay, that looked pretty good. And then they showed you Wonder Woman. And then it's like, Marvel's like, you know what, we're not going to show you any movies, but we're going to show you just kick-ass Netflix things we've got coming out. And I think they just went up to the stage and just dropped the mic on DC and said, you know what, we don't even have to show you the movies. We can show you TV shows and be, and we're better.
Luke Cage looks amazing.
Because Netflix is doing it right, man. And Luke Cage, oh, he's fucking hot.
I tell you what, when I heard Nirvana playing for, you know, I was like, I'm sold on that.
Yeah.
You know.
But you know, like I said about DC, like this. Like I said about DC, dude, all DC needs to make one really good movie, and they'll be right in the game. That's all they need to do. Just make a really good movie. Don't oversaturate. Don't put too much stuff in it. Just make a really good movie, and you already got a bunch of fans in it. That's all they need to do.
I'm very curious to see what Green Lantern they're going to incorporate into the Justice League. Because
Ryan Reynolds,
John Stewart,
John Stewart
with an animated suit, really.
And, you know, it's like, because I think that's gonna, you know, that's gonna be their breaking point. Because when they did that Green Lantern, it was like, oh, you guys have just done something very bad.
Definitely movie.
And it's like,
no, that's what's supposed to be.
I wish Fox would just give X-Men and Fantastic Four back to Marvel, because Fantastic Four was such a piece of shit.
That was the worst Fantastic Four. The original Fantastic Four stayed true to the comics. That new one was awful.
yeah.
Right?
That was like,
oh my God.
I seriously would have rather watched flies having sex and grass growing while paint drying than watch that Fantastic Four.
Yeah, man.
It was pretty bad.
I tell you what, dude. The only reason I want Fantastic Four to go back to Marvel, I mean, I love the Fantastic Four, but I love Doctor Doom way better.
Yeah, Doctor Doom.
He's the best freaking
awesome
villain. He's right beside Magneto, the best Marvel villain. And I think him being in the Marvel Universe will be so good. Well, you know, like they can, you know, him in the next Thanos or whatever, you know, like after, like, you know, dude. Seriously, he's the best freaking character, and they never get him right. They never have got him right yet. So, I mean, that's
exactly what happened. You know, Marvel needs to reclaim their own franchises, because, you know, Sony was nice. It was really good when Sony actually let them use Spider-Man. You know,
because Sony is smart. Sony likes the money.
Well, Sony probably got paid a nice sum of money for that little transaction.
Yeah, but Sony was doing such a bad job with Spider-Man franchise.
Sony gets it's about money.
Yeah, and I think Marvel now has enough money to where they can be like, look, you know, here, you know, Fox, you know, bring it on.
Well, no, the problem is that Fox is under contract, and so what Fox has to do is, like, every so many years they have to make a movie about, like, is it X-Men or Fantastic Four, or they lose the rights to it. So that's all that was.
Yeah,
they just made a movie to keep the rights. Yeah.
Right, just to keep the rights.
That's what happened in Daredevil. They lost the rights. And Punisher, yeah. They lost the rights because they couldn't make
I honestly, it's like, it is hard to believe now, just with how many, you know, comic book movies and everything that Marvel's, you know, put out. It's just hard to believe that they actually went bankrupt in the 90s and had to sell everything off. You know,
right?
It's like I just can't. You can't just imagine that. You know, and that's the reason why.
It's all about IP. So if you have a great IP, you can make money back, man. You know, it's all about, like, and they have the best IPs. You know, and that's why right now they're so successful because of that. You know, it's just a matter of, like,
and they're being successful with even, like, third or fourth rate IPs,
like Guardians of the Galaxy. Guardians of the Galaxy.
Exactly.
I guarantee before that movie, nobody knew what Guardians of the Galaxy. I knew what it, but nobody non-comic fan knew what Guardians of the Galaxy is. They're like D-list.
Yeah.
Yet now they're like one of the most popular franchises.
Well, because that movie was so good.
Exactly, but I'm saying though they took some obscure characters and made it into something gold, into a gold mine.
I mean,
And I
it's like-
guarantee you, the next movie, it's probably gonna do so good. If it's as good as the first one, it's gonna make so much money. It's gonna be $1 billion movie.
Yeah, but also,
Yes.
what about this? What about this though? Because Deadpool is supposed to be like a Marvel's version of Deathstroke, and
Yep.
Deadpool's 10 times better. I mean,
Yep.
Well,
they take
he
it and they
wasn't-
do it better.
Well,
He wasn't
Deathstroke isn't as
supposed to be
comedic.
Marvel's
No, he's not. He's not
version.
No,
comedic at
but
all.
I'll tell you what,
He was- he was-
Deathstroke in the
he was
Arrow
the
TV show was
spoof.
awesome.
I agree.
Yeah, he was awesome in the Arrow TV show.
Yeah, no, Deadpool wasn't supposed to be Marvel's version of Deathstroke. He was their parody of Deathstroke.
Yeah, he was.
Right,
just-
the parody.
Yeah, he was just
Even
some
better.
Yeah.
Even
Oh yeah, he
better.
was just he wasn't even supposed to be like, they weren't counting on him to be popular or anything like that. They were just like, you know what, let's make fun of this guy over there, and then all of a sudden when they did it, it was like, whoa, what the hell did we do?
Right, they struck gold with.
Well, yeah, but he's like the only character, I think the only comic book character that breaks the fourth wall. So he knows he's a comic book character. That's what's great about
Yeah.
Deadpool. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what makes him a great character.
And I am so happy that they actually, I mean, it was probably the most well done comic book adaptation to a movie that they have done.
Deadpool?
It was perfect. Yes.
Yeah, I agree. I think
Right.
the best translated comic book character, one of the best translated from comic book to movie, definitely, because like he pretty much Ryan Reynolds epitomized everything that Deadpool is. I mean,
Well,
Yeah,
Ryan
well,
Reynolds
the one
was-
time
Yeah.
that Fox does something right, it's because of Ryan Reynolds. Like, he was like, look,
The
we're going to do
only-
it this way.
The only thing that I actually kind of griped about, and this is me, like I said, I'm a huge Deadpool fan, so I was kind of picky, was I wish they would have incorporated his voices. Then it would have been, for me, that
All
would
the
have been
different
even
voices
better.
in the head.
Yeah.
Like what? Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Randy Orton. Yeah.
Just the either the voices or just his little pop-up bubbles that you could, when they're talking to him, that would, to me,
yeah, that would have been cool. Like,
Speaking of voices, though, that's a great Ryan Reynolds movie.
oh, very good. Yeah.
Oh, is it?
Twisted, very twisted,
No,
but
yeah,
good.
you lying? Are you lying? You're fucking with me. All right.
No, do you like B movies? It's very B, but it's awesome.
It is good. It's very good.
I like B movies. That's cool.
I just want to say one thing. Like, I'm wearing Marvel shirt and he's wearing DC shirt. And I just want to point that out.
And I'm wearing a Samus pin for the 30th
But-
anniversary.
Speaking of 30 years of anniversary of Metroid,
Oh,
we
okay.
haven't had a new Metroid game in how long?
30 years.
Wow,
No.
really? 30 years? Damn,
Yeah,
Nintendo, what the hell?
Since the other end, right?
Yeah.
Other M was the last
And
real
Federation Force doesn't count.
Yeah, as you don't. That's not Metroid.
Well,
That's-
Other M was not even that. Well, you know what?
I liked Other M.
I don't know, man. I played that. The controls are really like wonky, though. I didn't
Yeah,
like the
You get
controls.
used to them. You get used to them. It's not that bad.
Anybody that tells me I have to get used to controls, I don't play that game because it has bad controls.
Whatever. You got used to control Rocket League. You play that all the time.
Basically every Assassin's Creed game.
No, I was
But I
good at
still
Rocket
play
League
it.
right away.
Oh, were you?
Yeah.
This
come
guy.
on, whatever,
This guy just jumped right in and
man.
started playing.
Seriously.
MVP. Hey Ryan, do you have an aerial yet?
Whatever.
I got one on both consoles.
Anyway. Well, guys, I think we're going to wrap it up. It's almost been that 1 hour time mark. And,
Oh, wait, let's talk about this.
Oh, yeah. All right, before we
Before
go,
we go,
most anticipated games. What is your guys' most anticipated game?
mine,
Sure, we'll start with you, Pete. What's your most anticipated game?
Breath of the Wild.
Breath of the Wild?
Zelda Breath of the Wild. I think that's gonna be definitely a system seller for Nintendo. I think it's gonna be probably the best game next year, and it probably will be the best game next year. I think the reason why, because it's innovating the whole franchise. It's renovating the whole franchise as a whole.
Reinventing,
Yeah, reinventing. Sorry, it really is. I mean, when you look at the game, and you only see 1-2% of the damn game, so you don't know what else the game has.
Well, we know it's going to
For
be
the
massive.
for the small whatever they show, the demo they showed so much, but there's so much more in the game. So you don't know what the game has really in store, man. You're just seeing a glimpse of what really the game could be about.
Red Dead Redemption 2. That should be a big one.
Yeah, okay.
I'm looking forward to Last Guardian. I have been looking forward to this game since the PlayStation 3.
Everybody has.
Yes,
Yeah.
I have been waiting for this damn game to come out ever since Shadow of the Colossus was done, and they announced it, and it's finally
Is this a
almost
sequel to
here.
Shadow of the Colossus?
No.
It's in the same series.
Okay.
Yeah, but
Do you fight
Finally.
huge monsters or something like
well,
that?
you got a huge
Is
monster
it a
companion.
spiritual successor, as they so like to call games that are sequels but not sequels?
It's a spiritual successor.
Okay.
You know, here's the thing. I don't get why, because Shadow of the Colossus is considered a great game, and how come they never made a sequel to that?
Because they are. Okay, start out with Eco, and then they made Shadow of the Colossus.
Yeah.
And now they're doing Last Guardian.
Okay, gotcha. So it's kind of but spiritual successor.
That's what we just said, Pete. Yes, a spiritual
But
successor.
I mean, do you get to fight the big huge monsters though?
Well, you've got a big, huge monster in the game. I don't know if you're going to be fighting him or not, per se. But
What?
We'll find out.
we'll find
Dude,
out.
I ordered the collector's edition of that. I'm so broke after E3. Oh my god.
I didn't even know there was a collector's edition.
So I'm gonna go.
Oh, I ordered the shit out of it.
I'm going the fractured butthole. That's
The fractured butthole.
that's what I'm
I'm surprised you
going
didn't go with Zelda, man.
I'm looking at this year, not next
Oh.
year. I'm looking at the next
Yeah.
game. I'm really looking forward to that's
Oh,
coming
South
out.
Park's going to be awesome. I love the first
I really
one.
have difficulty choosing a game. Like I'm super excited about the reimagining of God of War, then the Horizon Zero Dawn, and then like what's the other one? What's his name with all the augmentations? What is that?
Deus
Human
Ex?
Revolution.
That's
Deus
what I was
Ex,
thinking,
yeah. Adam Jensen. I'm excited for that.
I played Invisible
I just
War.
have a
That's the only
whole
one I
list
ever
of
played.
things.
Which game are you talking
Basically
about?
everything that
Because
was
this is
at
the lag.
E3, I'm excited for.
I think you're talking about Fractured Butthole.
Fractured butthole,
The
Devin.
Fractured Butthole. Yeah, those are all good ones. Horizon looks really awesome. I can't wait for that one.
Dude, but the Zero Dawn, no, not Zero Dawn, the Days Gone.
Days
It's
Gone.
like
I don't know.
a motorcycle version of Last of Us, man. And I fucking
Yeah.
love Last of Us.
Yeah, I love Last of Us 2, but it's almost too much like Last of Us. I'm not sold on it yet. Not yet.
Is no one looking forward to
I'm
Final
gonna play
Fantasy
it.
15?
Yeah, I don't think. Kenny, what is your most anticipated game?
Well, she had mentioned already. I'm actually can't wait for the new God of War game to come out because
Yeah.
it's going to be incorporated in an open world environment,
Yes,
which I think is
exactly.
going to be really cool.
Yeah.
So that's definitely the one that I'm most wanting because I love, even though the last one wasn't that great, I still like all the God of War games. So
Yeah, no, God of War is one of those games that got me back into video games because for a long time I wasn't playing video games and God of War got me back into it. So
yeah, and just
I'm all for it.
and just for them to have the open world environment for it looks really good.
oh yeah, and like the,
Oh yeah.
I'm not
him
sold
and
on
his
God of War
like
yet.
it looks like
I
it's his
can't.
son. That's gonna
I'm
be
a huge
awesome.
God of War fan, so I'm.
I really
sold
like
on
God
it.
of War, and I really liked the first 3 games, but I need to see more of the new one.
When I honestly saw the trailer for it, I was like, wow, did Naughty Dog start this? Did they take
Right,
over?
right,
Because
right.
it looked exactly like
Yeah,
I know.
that.
Yeah,
It's a messed up review. There you go.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm with you.
I don't know. Something happened. Something ridiculous happened on the screen.
Ryan's a noob with technology, Devin.
No,
Sorry.
it's just something messed up. Technical difficulties. But hey, folks, on that note, it's been over an hour, so I appreciate you guys coming in the chat room and talking with us. I think it's been a lot of great time, and hopefully we'll do it again.
Let's do it again.
All right, you guys have a wonderful evening.
All right, man, take it easy.
See you later.
Centimus football rules. Name that movie.
Bill and Ted